Hi, I'm Jessica Patterson of Spinning Shadows Fiber Arts, and welcome to a special session of, blending session. And today I'm going to focus on what came in my rainy day fiber kit from Napa Valley Fiber. It was asked, what do you do with what you get in the kit? And the first answer to that is obvious: spin what comes in. But it also, there's a lot of goodies that come with the kit, like this silk and bamboo and sparkle and such. And so the second answer to that question of what to do with what comes in the kit is blend it. So I'm going to show blending with just what came in my rainy day kit. So I'm using my own made blending board with carding cloth from Howard Brush Outlet. I'll leave a link in the description. And it's stapled to a cutting board. So with that, I'm using a packing brush that came with my drum carder. And to pull off the rollags, a chopstick and painted dowel. So let's get started. I'll be doing my favorite blend here. Let's see. This is Tessa Silk, dyed in silver and gray. And fine merino. And let's see. Why not some nice blue sparkle? There we go. So the first thing I'll do is I'll take off a section of the merino. And I'll only be using about half the blending board because that's about the width of my dowel and chopstick. And I'll just put on a thin layer to start with. Not being too particular about it. There'll be spots that aren't quite filled in, that's fine. And just go from the top up here where the tines are pointed to the bottom. And just load it up until the area I want is covered. So here we go. That nice gray. Then I'll take my packing brush and I have it pointing backwards. And I'll pack down this fiber. It's very noisy, sorry. And pack it down until it's pushed towards the bottom, like that. Then I'll take this silk and find the end here. Pull off a length, and I'll do the same thing, except maybe even a thinner layer than before, like so. And that's going to add a beautiful sheen and strength to the resulting yarn that's spun from these rollags. There we go. Just maybe a tiny bit more. There we go. I'll take that and I'll carefully, maybe starting at the bottom, pack it down. The silk tends to stick a little bit to the packing brush. So I tend to be a little more careful with that. And for some added fun, I'll put on just a light spritz of the Angelina. Like glitter, it will get everywhere, and a little bit goes a very long way. So, okay, and I won't pack that down because it'll stick to the brush, but I'll add another layer of the merino. And let's see. There we go. There we go. This is going to be really pretty. There. And pack that on. A little bit of grinding noise. There we go. Alrighty. Now that is pretty much all I want to do for these rollags. So taking the bottom tufts here, I'll put one dowel underneath, one on top, and roll them. I'll pull up and keep rolling until about, a fourth of the blending board right here. And I'll just pull off, put my hand to keep the fibers from flying away, and just roll gently against my hand to catch those loose fibers. And that's how I tuck the ends down, is just roll it against my hand. And there we go. That's a rollag. And I'll pull out one stick and then the other. There we go. Look how pretty that is. Sparkly and shiny, my favorite. Now I'm not rolling these too tightly. I found that it's easier to spin these if I don't roll them up. When I first started making rollags, I thought you had to pull really hard as you were pulling them off the blending board, and which you can. But with certain fibers, when I did that, I ended up with rollags I couldn't draft when I tried to spin them. That happened only once, but since then I'm careful not to pull them too tightly when I'm pulling them off the blending board. So it just it makes for a more pleasant spinning experience. There we go. There's rollag number 2. And there we go. I also used to pull off the whole blending board into one rollag. And just recently was watching some videos on how other people do it, and found, they'd pull off multiple rollags like I'm doing right now. And I found that to be pretty fun. It makes it easier to spin, and it's just fun having more rollags to work with. And they all sort of turn out a little different, even if it's all the same blend. So there we go. There's 3 silvery gray with strikes of blue sparkle rollags. And, well, that's about it. So I hope you liked this video. And if you liked it, hit like, of course. Subscribe for more, and leave a comment. Tell me what you thought. What do you do with your kit from Napa Valley Fiber? It'd certainly be interesting to just spin all the ingredients. I'm not sure about spinning the sparkle, though. That might be a little bit difficult. But how would you blend them? And what do you make from the resulting yarn? I have a lot of fun knitting and weaving with the yarn that I make from rollags. It usually ends up pretty poofy. So anyway, as always, have a nice day.